Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tendedion Marange. I'm from Zimbabwe and I'm a early member. Uh, Today in this video, I'm going to talk about human rights. My aim is to empowering marginalized voices. Human rights advocacy is critical endeavor aimed at promoting and safeguarding the fundamental rights and freedoms of individuals. While progress has been made globally, addressing human rights concerns in rural communities remains a significant challenge, and I am going to delve into the importance of human rights advocacy in rural context, focusing on the need to empower marginalized voices and to enhance inclusivity. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights forms the basis of how we define and defend the rights of all human beings. Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings, irrespective of their nationality, their gender, their race, their ethnic origin, their color, their sexual orientation, their physical ability, their religion, their language, their social or economic status. Everyone is entitled to human rights without discrimination. Human rights are generally individual rights, although some rights, such as the right to self-determination, are collective rights held by entire people or groups. Did you know that the United Nations was founded with the purpose to promote universal respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms? To advance this goal, the United Nations established a Commission on Human Rights. The Commission established a committee to draft a document spelling out the meaning of the fundamental rights and freedoms proclaimed in the UN Charter. December 10, 1948, Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted by members of the United Nations. So to enhance inclusivity um, by examining key elements such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, employment, access to justice. This argues that interventions are crucial for tackling human rights issues, especially in rural communities, comprehensively. So by first raising awareness and education on human rights start by raising awareness and educating the members of rural communities about their fundamental rights by developing targeted education programs tailored to the needs and cultural specificities of community. Initiative can address the ignorance and misinformation that often prevail. Different initiatives should encompass various topics, including civil rights, economic rights, social rights, gender equality, and environmental rights. And secondly, healthcare and well-being. We are talking about quality healthcare. It's a basic human right that must be guaranteed to individuals in rural communities. Human rights advocacy can contribute by advocating for sufficient healthcare facilities, trained medical personnel, affordable medication in rural areas. Awareness campaigns on preventive healthcare measures and the importance of mental health support can also be conducted to address specific needs within our communities. Also, infrastructure development. Inadequate infrastructure is a significant barrier to human rights realization in rural areas, like there is no hospitals, there is no proper medical facilities. So advocacy efforts by initiatives and expertise can prioritize sustainable infrastructure projects such as roads, transport, clean water systems, and sanitation facilities. The initiatives will not only enhance living conditions but also improve access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. Then we need also to talk about employment and livelihoods, ensuring decent work, and livelihood opportunities is crucial for human dignity and empowerment. Human rights advocacy can play a key role in supporting job creation, skills development, and secure work environments in rural areas. By promoting entrepreneurship, microfinance initiatives, and vocational training, marginalized individuals can gain economic independence, enabling them to exercise their human rights effectively. And also social and gender equality. Human rights advocates in rural communities must prioritize social and gender equality, fighting against discrimination and stereotypes. Initiatives, interventions can promote like women empowerment through education, legal support, and community engagement programs. By doing this, we also address issues such as child marriage, female genital mutilations, and gender-based violence, promoting a more inclusive and equitable society. So we need to ensure that everyone has access to justice. Access to justice is often limited in rural communities, leading to widespread human rights violations and impunity. That's why you see higher rates of gender-based violent issues. They are more in rural areas than that of urban areas because their access to justice is limited. So human rights advocates can support legal aid services, ensure fair and speedy trials, and develop community-based dispute resolution mechanisms. So by empowering communities to address their grievances and seek redress, these interventions can foster a culture of accountability and respect for human rights. And also we need to encourage environmental protection. Everyone is talking about climate change. Environmental protection is key now. Environmental degradation disproportionately affects rural communities as they are more often dependent on natural resources for their livelihoods. Human rights advocates can adopt a multifaceted approach that includes raising awareness about sustainable practices, collaborating with local communities, and advocating for policies that protect the environment while ensuring the rights of marginalized individuals is upheld. That's what we need to implement. And finally, culture preservation. Preserving cultural heritage is essential for maintaining the identity and right of rural communities. Human rights advocacy can work in collaboration with local leaders and community members to safeguard cultural practices while ensuring that they align with human rights standards. By emphasizing cultural rights within the overall human rights discourse, marginalized communities can develop a more nuanced understanding their role in society or their place in the society. So to conclude, my efforts on human rights advocacy in rural communities, uh, we require interventions that tackle cross-cutting issues comprehensively through empowering marginalized voices, addressing educational gaps, improving healthcare facilities, infrastructure, and access to justice, then promoting employment um, and gender equality, environmental protection, and cultural preservation. A more dimensional approach can be achieved only by working together in collaboration with local communities and stakeholders can make initiative advocates create sustainable change and ensure human rights are enjoyed by all, regardless of their location. YALI stands for all.